Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lacia 75, the Black Unicorn. I'm here to talk to you about the guidebook that we wrote on renting in Ghana. This accompanies the brand new business and website that we set up for Black Unicorn properties. The guidebook is written in a way to allow you to be able to find a rental home on your own and or just have background and information about what it takes to move to Ghana and living in Ghana and what to expect. So in the guidebook itself looks like this. This is the cover for the ebook. It's written in ebook format, and when you pay the £29.99 pounds, which is about $32 for the book, it downloads for you in a PDF file upon payment. So this is the cover of the book. Here it shows you the price. You can pay for it on PayPal. And if you are in the US and you're paying with dollars, it says €29.99. You can just go onto any currency exchange, meaning that you go into Google, type in currency exchange, and you'll see what the exchange rate right now is about $32 and I don't know, 50 cents, something like that. So you purchase the book on your receipt on your end, on your bank statement is going to have that $32 because it's going to count for the exchange. So please be mindful of that. The book is around $32 in US dollars, £29.99 pounds, and about 29.99 euro, and about 25 pounds for the British pound. Inside the book, I wanted to go ahead and give you guys a brief about what to expect in the book. So in the book, I chronicle and put in the book the information that you need to know. So when I talk about visas, I talk about flights, because it can get expensive to come to Ghana, especially if you're coming from the US. So there are ways that you can pay for the flight over time. So I discuss that. I discuss the type of considerations you got to have when it comes to immunizations and health concerns. And then I go into how everything works here in Ghana, meaning like how the rental process works, because it's not the same as it would be in the West. I move on to talk about the questions that you need to ask as a renter, as someone looking to get a place here, because the questions are considerably different than what you would ask in Europe or the US. It may or may not be the same as what you would ask in the Caribbean. I'm not quite sure because I've never lived in the Caribbean. And the folks that I talk to about living in Ghana and their time here have been typically Americans or Brits or people from Europe. So those are the people that I talked to when I was creating this book, as well as pulling from my own experience. And then my partner is Ghanaian, so we did a lot of talking about his experience and what he knows about the culture, and then we just put all this information in the book for you. The book also covers in chapter 5 and 6 water, electricity, and internet, essential things you have to know and understand, because the whole way things operate here when it comes to utilities, baby, it is very, very different. Very different. So you need to be prepared. Air conditioners typically are a luxury. In some units you'll find them, in some units you won't. Most will allow you to put air conditioners in, but there's always some people who won't. So you need to understand that. I also talk about appliances and solar if you're interested in having more energy efficient type of options. And I talk about how and if that's possible in a rental. We did move on to talk about food and transportation in Ghana, and then mobile money and banking. And then we touch on the address, mailing, and shipping, which when I did the YouTube video talking about renting, we really did a lot of talking about the whole address thing. So you might want to go back and watch that video before you purchase the book, or even after you purchase the book, because it might be additional content to help you. And then I touch on bringing a pet. I have or had a beautiful dog that I loved so much and wanted to bring him, but he passed on, and he was an older dog, so he probably wouldn't even be able to make the journey. So I put the bringing the pet in here for those of you who are pet lovers, specifically dog lovers. So when I talk about pets, I talk about dogs and cats. No other pets, but dogs and cats, because I researched everything when it came to bringing over a household pet like a dog. And those same type of criteria, give or take a couple shots and immunizations, are different for cats, but it still applies. So I put that information in there, and then there's a section about managing your expectations. And this is something that is essential. And if you decide to use our services and schedule a consultation, I talk more about managing expectations and to help you understand what these differences are, because you're coming to Africa from America, or you're coming to Africa from Europe or from the UK. You need to understand there are some considerable differences that you have to be able to embrace and get used to, because you can't change the system. It is what it is. So you have to be able to understand what you're walking into. And I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of things I did not understand. And so when I say I was going through culture shock, some of you have been following me for a while. Some of that is put into this book. A lot of that you'll get when you have your consultation with me, so that you have a better understanding, and so that you're not coming over here with rose-colored glasses on and singing kumbaya, but you're coming here ready to get down, get busy, make it do what it do, get your house, rent your house, and then get ready to buy your land so you can build your house and then start your businesses so you can make it happen, right? And be able to hire people in the community and build up the nation. So it's all about that. So the last and final chapter is just closing the whole book out. So I hope you guys go ahead and support me. This was written by someone from the diaspora as well as a Ghanaian together. We wrote this together jointly, and that allows for you to have a perspective from each side, and allows you to be able to really be able to understand what it will take to move to Ghana. Throughout the book, you will find links to government organizations that you will need to access, like the immigration office, like the business. I think I have a business development office. You have links for the utility companies. You have links for a variety of different other resources that you'll need access to. And I had none of this information coming in. I had a small portion of information because of what I could find. And what I found, and what I still see, is that the websites are either completely incomplete about the information that they have on there, or they're super outdated and look like super fake, even though they're not fake. People here work on person to person and not really through digital content as much. Not saying that that's not changing, because it definitely is, but it's real slow when it comes to like government resources, and even slower when it comes to e-commerce. Although e-commerce is building up, and when I talk about e-commerce, I also throw real estate into e-commerce, because looking for houses online and finding property online and doing anything sight unseen is not advisable whatsoever. So hopefully, you get a chance to get a copy of the book. I do go deep dive into these whole agents, real estate companies, what they do, what they don't do. When I talk about this in the book, I'm talking about it from a price point of those who are budget conscious, or are looking for rentals between $100 and $2,000. Now, so for some of you, that's a huge breath, but a lot of the market here is focused on the people with money. So very affluent people who can pay $3,000 a month in rent, or drop $500,000, $500,000 on a home with no land, just a house, because it's in the metro Accra. So you have to be mindful of this when you are looking for resources to help you come to Ghana, and understand that yes, your money may go further here, but your money will go quickly, because you are going to be seen as a rich foreigner who has money to spend, and you will get hustled out of your dollars or pounds or euros real quickly if you don't understand how to play the game the same way other people do. So with that said, I hope that you will purchase a copy of Your Guide to Renting a Home in Ghana. The website is theblackunicorn.org. Make sure you have theblackunicorn.org, because if you do .com or something else, you're going to go to a completely different site that's not mine. Yeah, that's not ours, so don't do that. But yeah, please pick up a copy of the book. Let me know if you have questions. My email is on the website where you can reach me for the business. So this book is attached to the business. So you have questions about the book, or you can't download it, or something's happening, let me know. As far as we're concerned, we checked everything and it's all working properly. But if you have any issues or questions, send me an email, or even if you have feedback you want to give and you don't want to do it on YouTube, please send an email. I respond to all of them. Thank you so much for your time. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. This is Lesia75, the Black Unicorn, and I and my partner are the authors of Your Guide to Renting a Home in Ghana, which is the first and only book out there about renting in Ghana. There are no others, so I'm surprised, but it is what it is. So we made this for you, and hopefully you all will like it and will get a copy. Thanks. Bye.